Hey everyone, Mark here at Discover Your Home, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about selecting exterior colors for the body and trim work on the exterior of your home, and hopefully give you a couple quick suggestions, and maybe we can talk a little bit about verbiage first.
Sounds good.
So a lot of times when we as professionals, we talk kind of in generic terms like body, trim work, sash, sill. So as a novice, you may not know all the terms. So let's kind of walk through a couple of the main things that we talk about when we're selecting colors. So we first go with the body of the house, and that's really generally just the siding, whether it's a drive-it siding or if it's a cedar siding or possibly even a vinyl or aluminum. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to select that color. That really kind of drives the rest of the look of the house. So depending upon if you're going gray, blue, taupe, yellow, that really is going to drive kind of how the house is going to look. So that's the body of the house. When I talk trim work to me generally means corner boards, anything that kind of really outlines the look of the house. The eave and fascia, usually the peaks on the front of the house, the soffits on the side. So those are what I consider a trim color. That's usually color 2. So most of the time we are doing 3 to 4 colors on a home, and these will kind of I'll break it down for you how we generally like to work it with most of our customers. So that's body, trim, and then we generally will have what we call accent colors. Generally we'll accent, like say the front door, and then accent say the shutters in a second color. So usually 3-4 colors, depending upon style of your home, really can drive that. More contemporary California style homes generally are 1 color. We find your traditional 2-story here in the western suburbs of Chicago, generally 2 colors with an accent of a front door and shutters, or some other sort of accent depending upon the style. If the front of a home has a giant pergola or a entryway, depending upon the style of your home. So you want to make sure you're kind of distributing colors depending upon what your tastes are. You might be more of a subtle person where you want to kind of go tone on tone. So instead of, throw out an example, going kind of a soft taupe and then kind of going a creamy white that's got some red tones in it, something that's going to complement that taupe color. Or you go a great contrast there again. You're going with a kind of a Wedgwood blue on the siding and going with a white trim work and maybe possibly a red front door. It really kind of gets back to your personality and kind of the things that you have to work with. So roof color, brick color, window color. A lot of windows today are aluminum or vinyl and generally don't need to be painted. That's usually why you buy them. They're usually a set color, so I would say probably the 4 most popular colors are white, a cream color, a tan color, and a taupe color. Those are what we see here in the Chicagoland area as far as colors go. So that a lot of times will drive kind of the overall look in your home, because you're not planning on changing those. Most folks that we work with don't generally paint their aluminum or vinyl windows. Not saying you can't, you certainly can. It's just one of those things that can drive the look of your home, and we find that probably white is obviously the most selected color as far as aluminum or vinyl trim. So make sure your colors kind of work with the area. If you've got some hardscape, try to complement. If you've got kind of some burgundy or gray tones in your hardscape, or if you've got some orange and browns in your hardscape, like your pavers, depending upon what that is, you might want to try to really get in there and kind of complement it, so you have it all kind of tie together, and when it's done, you really can appreciate the overall look, because it really is a matter of kind of working with the things that you have: roof, existing brick, hardscape, the type of plants you have around your home, type of flowers that you have that come up. So, staining and painting your home is a great way and a relatively inexpensive way to upgrade the home's value, and also kind of keep it in check to make sure that you're maintaining the home, because we can't just let it go. And because if we do let it go, what ends up happening is much more expensive costs in wood replacement, and then you're spending more money than you really have to in maintaining your home. So, and if you don't feel comfortable, I always throw this out there. You can talk with your local paint stores. The Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore. They have color consultants, or talk to your local professional. He or she might be able to direct you to kind of a color consultant, or just talk with the guys that are out there maybe doing your home, that have years of experience and kind of maybe can guide you in color selection. So there's a lot of avenues to go. Hopefully these are a few quick suggestions for you folks. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Mark at Discover Your Home. Have yourselves a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.